Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
57, 19. Yeah, right there, 56. I got him.
Watson on first down. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. Give yourself.
Now White lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Carr. The quick slant caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against.
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Raiders pick it up. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Ain't no such thing as a look. We take a win.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
This complete to Jones. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This game, this matchup means a little more to the Carr family. Derek Carr's brother David, of course, the first overall pick in 2. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Open his Swain, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Watson being chased out left. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Back to throw, Watson. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. 17-0 our score after 1. On first down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Fuller. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now that play is able to get on the run, and they're still accurate throwing the football.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Watson, and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, Delta. Express. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Mike, 55. Hey, 734.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. On second down, Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. It's complete. James White. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20, 10. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another first and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Dancing to his left. Throw left side to his tight end, Swain. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Watson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. To throw is Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make it 24-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Check 41.
From the 35 on second down, Carr. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Let's go, baby.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
41 Mike.
From the 39, Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Watch out.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Who's that? T. It's a party now, Hunan.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Carr now on first down. Got a man. It's Brown. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Right at the 40. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the interception, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Here's Watson on the sneak, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
he's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense. And that's their first of this second half. Carlson on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch.
And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 54 yards. That pass was heavily defended on 3rd down, but you know what? He's one of the best in the league at body control, and he showed you why there.
So what that tells you is that the guy throwing the football understands his guys, doesn't he? Give them a chance, put it up there, and realize that even in a battle, they're more than likely to come down with the football.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson flush to his right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jacoby Myers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. Darian Conley, the one to bring him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. He completes it to Jones. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back now in Houston, it's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Carr, able to find Waller. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Carr to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. He's going to take off with it. And now the ball's out. Carr lost lost it. Fumble. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. This is Grant. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Corey Grant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Watson looks to throw again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Watson now to throw. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken in at the 1. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. On 1st down, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Max Sharping, the guilty party, 2nd-round pick from Northern Illinois.
56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? In the car.
Again, it's Watson. And the Raiders Raiders have got him. Von Miller in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. He's got it, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Out of the gun, Watson sliding out of the pocket to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Carr going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Raiders, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they